hardly anybody in the campground, and it was all overgrown and looked like it was at least 40 years old. So now we're going in. This is actually Thousand Trails Boulevard. It is a dedicated road for the Orlando Thousand Trails, and check this out. When you come in, this is like the loading bay for all of the people waiting to check in. It's like the ferry line. I missed actually showing you guys the sign at the entrance, so I might end up redoing this, showing the big fancy digital sign. It's the first park that we've gone to that actually has a trash compactor, and you put your trash in the compactor and then they compact it. No other place has had such a thing. There are two big swimming pools right up there. We actually picked a spot on the far end along trees, but we don't actually have any sunshade. And I think before we come back, we're going to be back for 3 weeks in November. Before we leave, we're going to scout out where we'd like to stay for 3 weeks, because I think if it's sunny, it's been cloudy since we got here, but if it was its typical sunny self, I don't think I'd want to be in the sun the whole time. And most of the spots are 50 amp, which is great, and every spot has sewer, which of course makes us very happy. So this just doesn't look like any Thousand Trails we've ever been to. Say it is now 86 degrees and 92% humidity, so pretty much everything feels damp. That's also something we're not accustomed to. So we finally left the road and have gone into one of the loops. I think we're in what's called a loop. See, like that's a neat site right there. I wouldn't mind that. Oh, and when we came in yesterday, it was like pummeling rain. And then, of course, as soon as we get done, it stops and the sun comes out. And then through the afternoon, it would rain for 3 minutes hard, and then get sunny, and then rain, and then sun. And then overnight, I don't think it rained at all. So these are all the pull-throughs. They don't have any shade. And then there's these big trees back here that look fun. But there's more pull-throughs. I like that one big shade tree. And then we're in, that's our reflection right there. I wanted to be around palm trees, so we have palm trees surrounding us, which is very fun. And who knows, maybe we'll pick one of these kind of spots next time when we're here for 3 weeks to hide from the sun. Hey, Tracy Lewis from Stuff and Things. I am sharing with you guys some of our fun weather. It like just started a minute ago, out of the blue. It had been windy, but now we had just some torrential rain, some thunder. We're supposed to get thunder and lightning this afternoon, but it's not even 3 o'clock yet, so it's a little ahead of schedule. And that's kind of what it looks like out there, pretty blustery. It's kind of funny since, you know, we're from Washington, so we're used to rain. And here we are down in Florida. And yesterday when we were setting up it was raining, and now of course today it's raining. I am just glad that we got moved to a safe place and we don't have to be driving today for 7 hours, because that would not be fun. So first I want you to see this sign. Notice the sign says RV show. So we're like, really? This park is big enough that it has its own dedicated RV show, and it really does. So we're gonna do a drive-by. Ooh, and look at that shiny bike. It has crystals all over it, and it's a Pepsi motorcycle. Ooh, we're supposed to go that way. All right. Well, since we just took a detour, I'll come back in a minute when we actually get there. That's just how big this park is. Okay, we're somewhat back on track. I don't even know how they managed to find enough people to drive them all down and enough trucks and get them all parked like that. Like, did they do that in the middle of the night when we were sleeping? I asked Hub if he would like to go with me, and he says, nope, I already have my trailer. I don't want to know what I don't have. I think it would be fun to look in those little tiny trailers, as well as, like this one here has the party hut out the back because it's a toy hauler. And I think the notion of it's cool, but the size that we would need, it would be way too long overall for us, so we're just not interested in going that big. So like, here's how big this would be to have all the things that we need. And another little Sprinter, which is way too small. So we're happy with what we got, and we know it. So there you go, an RV show in the Thousand Trails Campground. Who'd have thunk it? Alright, I just want to show you guys the Spanish moss trees. They're everywhere. We're on our way back from driving through the RV show. We drove through the wooded section. Hub says he thinks it's too cramped in there. So this wall here is where we ended up parking, which I think is a good compromise, because you're backing to trees, and you have some tropical trees, and you've got your Spanish moss trees in the middle here. Oh, and then there's that Class A that's been hand painted by somebody. You know, didn't do an awful job, but it's definitely different. There it is. More Spanish moss trees. And here's where I voted to park us, which is in between some tropical bushes. I wanted to be in the tropics. So there you have it.